Professor Hans Richter.
I don't have to explain Dada. You all know what Dada is.
Yo, Dada Beats. Let's get it. Giving y'all just a fully produced instrumental album. Like tracks that you could just study to, you know, just chill, sleep to, study to, work out to, just vibe to, you know. To the States, when I came to America, right, I didn't know not a nick of English, right? Knew like Creole and French. And I just remember how hard it was, you know, how hard it was just to connect with people, because it's a language barrier. It's funny, now I speak like 4 different languages, but it was such a language barrier, and I couldn't connect with people. And I remember, like, that's like my introduction to music. It was I'll never forget this. It was in like, I think it's like 2nd and 3rd grade, and I'm in that. There used to be a van that used to take us to school. Shout out to Lulu. Still remember his name. It's just crazy. And that van used to take us to school every morning. And I just remember, man, when that Lauryn Hill track came in. Mind you, I don't speak no English. I don't know what she's saying, but the frequency, it just took me to a whole nother realm. That boom, ch, boom, boom, ch, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch, bum, 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 bum. You might win some, but you really lost. As a kid, I was just like, I couldn't understand what I was hearing. It was just so beautiful, like well put together. And I didn't even know what she was saying till I got older, right? When I got older, I'm like, oh my God, it hit even on another level, because I'm listening to her lyrics and how it complemented the instrument. And to this day, man, it's one of my favorite artists of all time, you know, how she just inspired me, man, in her music. You know, listening to that young 2nd grade, just hearing that, and how it just, that feeling that I'm in that van, and I'm like, oh man. And it's just, that music is just piercing, you know? That music is just piercing, man. I pray to be just half as good of an artist as Lauryn Hill, you know? In her music, there's just a love for it. You could tell, like, oh man, she loved doing this. This is what she loved to do. And then when she didn't love it no more, she stopped doing it. So a lot of people was like, oh, she should have put out more music. She put it through that. Nah, you can't force music, man. You can't force music. All it took was she made that one album, but it's Diamond, right? It's Diamond. That's like 10 million sold, you know? So it's just like, you can't force it. You know, you can't, it's in, you know, when it's forced, people could hear it, you know, when it's forced, you know, people could hear it. And I think, like, the music that I'm creating it's music that's gonna last, you know. There's people that hear my stuff from 6 years ago. They're like, I can't believe that was 6 years ago, you know. So I'm in the business of making classic work. You know, work that's gonna last generations, a lifetime. You know, that's what I'm in the field of making. You know, I'm not here for no gimmicks and what I'm dressing, the ladies. I don't care about none of that, man. I don't care about that. I notice my love and my passion just listening to, like, instruments, you know, and how it soothes me. Say if I'm working out, you know, or if I'm just studying, you know, even sleeping, you know, and it just clears my mind, you know. So I'm like, you know what, I do this. I was doing it for myself, so I would have these set of beats that I create, And some of them I would hop up on, and then I would just uh, delete the audio of me like rapping on it, and then I'm like, all right, it's just sitting there. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just, but I would still listen to it. So I was like, you know what? This is what I listen to for myself. So let me just give it to the people, you know. And it's like, you know, I was literally creating like a playlist of beats that I made for myself. So I'm like, you know what? Why am I holding on to this, you know? Especially if I'm not gonna like hop on it. So let's just give it to the people, give it to the generation, see what they do with it, have fun with it, and they'll enjoy it like I enjoy it, you know? So sometimes I'll play it while I'm just meditating, just clearing my mind, you know, while I'm studying. And it just takes me to another dimension where I'm able to focus, the most important thing, where I'm able to focus. So that's where we're going with it, you know. It's Dada beats, you know, Dada art, you know. So Dada is just like life, right? You know, it's imagery, it's life, it's reality. So this is like Dada beats, you know. We making the soundtrack to the people's lives, you know. So we here.
So you're traditionally a rapper,
hmm
right? How did you get into beats and
Like I feel like there was like I was missing a sound, right? But a sound that I could only hear. I used to always hear things, you know. Say I'm like, you know, outside, I'm always hearing things, you know, just sound, anything. Like when you sitting out, you hear the baby crying, you hear the car passing by, all of these sounds and nuances that people don't pay attention to, but I'm paying attention to these, like to these nuances, you know. So I always had that ear, and I was just like, you know what, I'm a poet, you know, I'm a rapper, and it's just like, what if I'm able to make my own sound and add that element to my lyrics and my poetry. So right now, I don't feel like I'm boxed in. You know, I feel like the world is my stage. You know, I'm just not in this specific location, this specific stage. The world is my stage, and that's where I'm at with it. You know, definitely.
where you hoping
Whew.
this take?
I mean, I don't know, man, but wherever it takes me, you know, I would love to like, you know, produce like albums for artists like on my beats. I definitely hear like Talib Kweli, Mos Def, my favorite rapper Common, you know, J. Cole, you know, name it, you know, the greats, you know, I definitely hear them on my beat, you know. That would be dope to do something like, you know, create EPs, you know, and then reach out to the underground artists too. There's a lot of underground artists out there that's just as talented, you know, but they just didn't get an opportunity, you know. So I think that that's what's really gonna make me different is just giving that opportunity to other artists, you know, and working with underground artists. You know, you'd be surprised, man. Some underground artists out there, that's just incredible, you know.
Nahsym Kalif.
Don't have to explain to you what Dada. You all know. You know what I mean? Check, yogis. Dada beats, creating the soundtrack to the people's lives. You know? So dropping a whole, working on this instrumental album. You know, it's been amazing.
Who inspires you to become?
Like, that's a good question. You know, definitely Conductor Williams. Conductor Williams, he's just amazing. You know, I watch his blogs a lot and hear like, you know, his mindset and his creation process, and he's just amazing, man. He's like a true like, he's not even a producer. He's like a true artist. You know, the way that he just breaks down the fundamentals of it and how He talks about how music is a feeling, which it is, you know. So it's not music is not something you could really force, you know. Say you having a writer block, music is a feeling, and that's how I feel when I'm creating. You know, I could be walking, I hear something, I hear a sample, I'm like, whoa, you know, and just get back in there. And that sample, what's crazy is that when it hits you, man, that sound, man, it haunts you. You know, sometimes the sound haunts you. Like you keep hearing it, and it's like you have to do something with that sound, and you have to amplify that sound. You know, add your own elements and amplify that sound. So definitely J Dilla, Conductor Williams. Feeling like antsy, and you having those feelings and those emotions, you could compress it for that day. Let them know that, hey, all right, I'm feeling emotional today, but it's just a day. Tomorrow's gonna get better, so we don't make foolish decisions. You know, there's a lot of decisions, a lot of great people that's out there, but sometimes we just make foolish decisions. You know, every decision could cost you, and I just want to give my yogis those greens. You know, this instrumental tape is, I hope like people are able to study from it, you know. I hope people are able to work out from it, you know. Give you just a clear mind, you know, to a clear mind to discover self, you know. When there's clarity, you could discover self, right? And the simplest thing, like just taking a walk on the park, walk outside, just where it's you and your thoughts, right? And you have that monologue with yourself, you know? So when you having that monologue with yourself, hey, bump this music, you know, listen to the instruments, you know, listen to those frequencies, because those frequencies can generate ideas for you. You know, those frequencies could provide that clarity. Pray that my music help you find yourself and the best version of yourself, you know. Definitely. That's what I pray. Drop like an instrumental. It takes like every 3 years, because I just create so much, and then you know the things that you know I'm not using could still have use to others. You know, if y'all want to hop on the beat, hop on it. You know, have fun with it. You know, just throw that credit in there. Just have fun, man. Hop on it. If you want to put it on if you want to put my beat on your Spotify and whatever, just have fun, man. It's for the yogis, man. The only thing is, if you hopping on it, you gotta be a yogi. You gotta be a yogi. This is for my yogis, all right? Exclusivity, only for the yogis.
What is what's something you want to say to the people who are following you, to the people who are supporting you?
Listen, man, I love you guys. Like, you guys just keep me going. All the messages that I get, I respond to y'all. You know, listen, I am you. You know, I'm not bigger. I'm not smaller. I am you, and I love you guys. You know, like, you know, I'm here. I'm here to just mentor and to give you guys the greens. You know, I love you guys. Thank you. You keep me going. You know, all the stories that I hear, and the inspirations and what my music did and what my music help people get through, you know, like that's what I do it for, you know, that's the calling, you know, to heal. I'm in the business of healing, you know, I'm in the business of healing, and you know, hit me up, man. You know, I'm a responder. It might give me like a day or two or something like that, but you know that response is definitely coming. You know, I really love you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. I love all my yogis. You know, I'm not in the business of judging. I'm not in the business of none of that. I'm in the business of art and creation and just being the one with y'all. And thank you. You know, thank you for just supporting my art. Thank you for sharing my art, you know, the dear Lord, and just hoping like this Dada Beats, you know, will help provide clarity for you guys, you know. You know, say you arguing, you know, with your significant other or something, man. Put that headphone on and just black out to the Dada Beats, you know. Let that time progress. You know, you arguing with family members. Hey, be calm, be cool. Yo, go put on your Dada Beats and just let the time pass by. You know, be in a space by yourself and provide that clarity. You know, it's important. You know, that's what music would do for you. You know, music, it's a frequency. You know, it conveys that emotion. So however you feeling, once you listen to the music, you're not feeling like that anymore. So let the music be an escape. You know, let the music be an escape for you. You know, whatever you're going through. I know how hard the world is, and let that music be that escape that's taking you to another dimension and providing that clarity. And now, and once you finish with it, you a better person, and most importantly, you've made a better decision, right? You've made a better decision.